Hello, everybody. The dog's gonna drive me nuts. Sasha, come here. Hey, Marcus, how you doing there? How you been? These dogs, they're just like tap, 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 everywhere. Can't you just lay down? Okay, you're not gonna lay down, so guess what? There we go. Now she's gonna sit here and look scared to death. Yeah, by the way, that was a really nice Monte Carlo you were in. What was that? Like, I want to say it was a late 80s. If I was going to get something in that era, I think I would definitely be looking at a Grand National, like a 85 Grand National. That would be amazing. Sasha, why are you licking me? Just, where are you going? But yeah, that was a pretty nice looking car. It was pretty clean. Sasha, stop licking me. There you go. This is one of my inherited dogs. Look, Sash. Look up here. Sash. There you go. See, everyone can see you now. Oh, great. You get down. Yeah, it sounded like it was it had a few minor adjustments done to it, shall I say. Let me lock the dogs out of here. I'll be right back. My mom's dogs don't know how to lay down, so they just tap around all day. So how's everybody doing? What's going on for your holiday weekend? Because I mean, it's upon us, right? I mean, this time is flying by. Yeah, I really like the color scheme that they did with it too. That's something I haven't seen on them. I've always seen like the cream color and red, or just like full out black, kind of like the Grand National. So, but the whole reason for the calculator is I'm trying to decide if I want to go part-time or not at my job. Now, mind you, part-time is probably still 35 hours a week or 30 hours a week. But I'm just going to cram it into probably 3 days, like 3 10-hour days or 3 12-hour days, to give me time to do what I need to do to either, well, not either, but to A, get my channel up and going, because my channel took a huge hit when I took care of my mom, and B, get my business up and going, and C, be able to have a pretty solid business plan for said business that I want to make sure is getting started. So it's a big decision, but that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, that color scheme, it's nothing I've ever seen before, but I like the way it goes together. It works really well. So guys, who else is here? Because I see 5 of you. I have 2 thumbs up. I'm guessing maybe one of them might be Keenan hovering in the background. Oh, Desmond, how you doing, sir? How have you been? How you been feeling? Excuse me. Sorry, allergies are horrible right now. Yeah, another thing that I'm considering is, I haven't really been getting a lot of people on my live streams. So I've been considering and toying around with, I'll have like a good one, then I'll have 2 or 3 where hardly anybody's on. So I was toying around with doing maybe just one a month or every other week. Desmond says he's been doing good. I have my good and bad days still. Well, we all do, but I'm glad to hear that you're feeling a lot better. And the key is just getting in control. And I don't want to go into your personals, but if we can keep control of ourselves, it normally, be it mentally, be it physically, emotionally, if you can control that, normally you're on a pretty good path. So hopefully whatever you did is working. It keeps working. So I'm happy for you. I'm glad to see that you're feeling a lot better. That's great news. Chad says, hey, I just got home from work. And oh, there's Keenan. I guess he was lurking in the background. How's counting numbers? Yeah. It's, oh, you just got here. Okay. So I guess you're number 6. Yeah, I need to figure out, what I want to do and how I want to go about moving forward. I know I want to continue to do YouTube, don't get me wrong. But I need to figure out where I need to focus my energy. Is it at my full-time job and put in more there to make more money to have a nest egg so I can say goodbye and then do full-time YouTube and woodworking? Or do I have to have a business plan. I have to get the business lined out. I want to have everything ready for when I do start that, there's no hiccups. I don't want to just jump into something. Yeah, Keenan, I don't really think I want to become like VCG, honestly. And it's nothing negative about them, but quite frankly, I don't know how people can log in every Friday to watch 2 drills put in the same screws. Just saying. I want to be on the opposite end of the spectrum. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that he doesn't have. Well, I'm not going to say he because there's more than just Vince, but in this case, we'll say him because Vince owns VCG. I don't want to go to that route to where I'm kind of like stuck right there. I mean, let's say tool companies don't, make a change of their drills anytime soon. Say you have 10 companies, there's, you have the option of maybe 40 drills. You pair them all up together. By the time you square that by 10, you're at 4,000, roughly 4,000 videos. So I don't want people to log into my channel and see the same thing. I want to have an informative channel. And I'm not saying that Vince doesn't have an informative channel. I want to have more of a structured channel that is going to be more of a teaching aspect than a knowledge aspect, if that makes sense. Vince gives you a lot of knowledge about all the drills, good, bad, mediocre. I mean, he'll be the first person to say that, some of the drills he's surprised about. And then he'll also say that some of the stuff is good for, oh, hello, Robert Burke. How are you? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live. He gives you a lot of good information, but I'm looking more towards the teaching aspect of my channel. I want to be able to teach people how to make a rabbit joint, or how to be able to do a blind tenon or a through tenon, or the different parts of a tenon, be it like what the difference of the shoulders are, and how to do dovetails, box joints. I want to be more of an informative on a teaching level than an informative of a knowledge level. And that's kind of where I would like to go with it. Just because I like to help people, so I mean, it's not that Vince doesn't help people, because trust me, I've bought some of the products that he's recommended and they've worked phenomenal for me. And, I don't disagree with, really anything he says. It's just that's not the direction I want to go. Would it be nice to have 70K subs in 2 months? I would love to. Do I want to get them by making the same video? Comparing things? I think I would get bored with that. I want to be able to also not only, push my viewers to be able to get out there and do what I'm doing, to be able to try to do a tenon, a blind tenon, a through tenon, to be able to do, different style bowls, be it just a Japanese or a ogi or something like that. I want people to be able to push themselves to be able to do something that they didn't think they could do. And I want to be able to teach. All the while I'm going to be making mistakes trying to show how to do it, because nothing's perfect. So that would be one of the differences between me and VCG. Not that there's a fault in either one. It's just he is very tool oriented and I'm more the builder oriented. I want to be able to show you how to get a glass-like finish on something. I want to be able to show you how to prep something for a stain, or what finishes to use on a bowl or cutting board, that kind of thing. Oh, Desmond, if you don't mind, what was it? Hopefully it's something that's easily fixed. Sleep problems aren't fun. I mean, I don't sleep really all that well either. So, yeah, sleep apnea. Yep, that'll do it. Now, do they have you on the CPAP, or? Actually, yes, I do have some updates on my Tundra. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you've seen that I put up pictures of a bunch of lighting that I got. I ordered basically everything that I could do light-wise for my Tundra, for the most part. I will have videos coming out in the next day or two, starting with the LED tail lights. I did all the interior lights. I will be doing my HID headlights, because they have their own separate harness. I will be doing HID fog lights. And at the end of last week, I got in my NSV light bar, which most of you guys would probably know it as the Knight Rider light bar. So that's going to be going in my truck. Yeah, you know what? The video on lifting tires, I want to do it. It's just, it's been raining so much in New Jersey. It's either been raining or it's been extremely hot. So I will be doing a video, because I also want to be able to put in that video, how they're holding up for me and stuff like that. My truck was in the shop for a couple little things. But I will be getting that video out shortly. that's also going to go in line with something else that I'm hoping to do. So it's going to be kind of like a combo video. So when I do that video, I'm actually ordering something this week. I'm not going to break down, all the, I'm not going to do a video on my lift, then I'm not going to do a video on my tires, then I'm not going to do a video on this other thing, because they're all in the same kind of group. I want to do the whole video together. So, and once I do the video, you'll understand what I mean by that. So that's kind of where I'm going with that. I have some woodshop videos that are going to be going up shortly. I'm also been in the process of working on my old house, so I've been a little bit busy with that. So I haven't really been doing a lot with this. I have a lot of videos shot. I just have to edit, but that's kind of what this video is about, is really how I'm going to break down what is my priority. Is my priority my full-time job? Do I cut hours there and make up some of that money with wood shop and sell stuff? But then when I make up that, I want to be able to have a game plan all together. And that's one of the big things that I'm looking at now is branding and all that kind of stuff that is business oriented, because I want to move forward, but I want to move forward in a conscious way. I just don't want to jump into it. So that's one of the reasons why I've been a little bit lacking and things have been here and there, because I've been kind of busy. Desmond says he hasn't gotten his machine yet. That sucks. I actually used the sleep apnea machine. I was not a fan. But for the people that it works for, it is amazing for them. They go from like 3 hours of sleep to like 12. It ends up that they just can't wake up. They just keep sleeping, which is great because you need your rest. I understand, buddy. And he wants to see a video on my Lipton tires, which I will get to, I promise. Chad says, I need rain bad. I want to have a garden. And you see, that's the other thing. Our garden, some of the stuff is actually dying off, like some of the smaller things, like we put in green onions and stuff like that. Some of them are getting flooded and they're not really doing too well because they're right along the edge of the garden. So I don't know. I mean, there's good and bad. Desmond says he has to call to get it. Hopefully you can do that very shortly, because trust me, they do help. I'm just a very light sleeper, so whenever I hear any noises or anything like that, and I also don't sleep in one position all night, so that is not the best case for me. So I tried one when I went in for a sleep study. I actually got less sleep with a sleep apnea machine than what I did before I went in for the study. Pretty funny. What kind of mileage loss did you get when did you suffer from in the lift? Honestly, I can tell you that my mileage was not great at all. I was only getting about 8 to 10 mpg. And I know you're going to say, holy crap, wow. I drive 1.5 miles to 1.75 miles to work, and there's 7 traffic lights. And during the times I go to work, I hit every one of them. So having a big V8 in your car and accelerating, accelerating, and stopping every 250 yards really doesn't help you with your MPG. But I will tell you, before I got the lift and everything, I would get about 14.5 to 15.5 on a long trip on the highway. I haven't taken a long trip since I've gotten the lift yet, but that's going to be another video that I'm looking at doing, so I can compare what I was getting to what I do get now. So that video will be out shortly. Desmond says, same here. I am a very light sleeper and noise will wake me up. Yeah, and for me, just like, because I'm also extremely claustrophobic, even if the blanket falls over my ear with my head on the pillow, it wakes me up. It freaks me out. So that it sucks. Yeah. I understand exactly what you're going through, Des. It's horrible. Chad says all you need is 4 hours sleep, and that's just what my dad says. You know what? That's really all. On average, I get about anywhere from 3 to 5 every night. I'm in bed for like 9, 10 hours, but I'll go to sleep, fall asleep for like 2 hours, and then wake up, be up for an hour and a half, 2 hours, fall asleep for 45 minutes, and then back up. It's like I catnap all night. It's horrible. That's scary. Gas prices hitting $5 a gallon on the West Coast. You know what? We're pushing $3 right now, and I know that sounds great to you guys on the West Coast, but considering about a month and a half ago we were at like 215, now we're at 290. I had a quarter of a tank of gas and I filled my tank, and it cost me $80. Sucked. Me and my wife went out to dinner, and then I got gas, and gas cost me more than dinner. So not my best friend, which would be another good reason for me to stay at home and work from home. But once again, I need to get that game plan and that business plan organized and done, and then I need to follow it. So I want to follow it for a little bit before I like go all in. Des says I can't stay to sleep either. Yeah, I can't. It's horrible, especially when I have 5 animals in the house. So, and all hardwood floors, all you hear is like ting, 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 ting of them walking around. It keeps me up all night long. Des asks how big the tank is in my truck. I have a 38-gallon tank. So right now at $3 a gallon, if I fill it when my light comes on, since Tundras have like a 5-gallon reserve, I'm looking at $105. If I drive for an extra 20 miles, it's going to be bad. Jack, how you doing, sir? Jack says, hello, everyone. How you been? I'm glad you're still alive. And, you know, thanks for touching base. I was starting to get worried. I wanted to check in on you. I guess you're back from Argentina and Russia now, or are you on a little hiatus somewhere else? Diesel's $5.70 a gallon in certain areas in South California. That is ridiculous. And South California is one of the most expensive places to live. On top of that, that sucks. So, Jack, are you home? That's good, Jack. I am glad. Are you home for a few weeks, or are you still on locations? How shall we say? So, what do you guys think I should do? That sucks, Jack. I really wish you didn't have to go through this. I mean, that's horrible. It'd be nice if you were gone for like a couple weeks and then home for a couple weeks, then gone, you know. But being gone for months at a time, that sucks. I feel so bad for you, you and your wife. That is horrible. I don't wish that on anyone. So, you know, basically, I don't exactly know what I want to do yet. Like I said, I'm still going to do YouTube. Oh, Courtney is doing well. Actually, that's why you hear the dogs barking. Courtney just pulled up. I want to do YouTube, but I don't want YouTube to be like my income per se. I want it to be able to help out, but I want my main income to be woodshop related. So if that's woodshop related through YouTube, then that's great for me. But I want to start working from home as soon as possible. But like I said, I definitely need that game plan. I need that business plan. I need to sit down, go through the finances. I need to get rid of that other house because that's draining us, because we still have the mortgage on that one. So incorporate YouTube into an online retail, good advertising. That's kind of what I'm looking at doing, because then after that, once I start doing that, then I'll be able to sell plans, project plans, stuff like that. I want to be able to sell the merchandise either that I make or actual merchandise, like shirts and stuff like that. But I'm not exactly sure if I want to do the whole sticker thing. I think the sticker thing is kind of getting to be played out now. Not to mention, I don't really think it's in like the best like financial decision right now. You know, how many people really put the sticker where people are going to see it on a daily basis as advertising? So Jack says he'll buy my "I'm not wearing underwear" shirt. LOL. Yeah, Courtney got that for me, and I forgot. And I think it might have been for Christmas or for my birthday or something. I don't know. But it was funny. I'm like, not wearing underwear, huh? Oh, okay. And I thought it would be funny to wear it in a video. And Courtney's like, you're really going to wear that in a video? I said, it doesn't have a picture accompanied with it, so I can get away with it. Wooden keychains. You know what? I will be doing stuff like that. I'll definitely be doing wooden keychains. I would like to do. I want to get into doing rings. I'm going to be doing pens, and I already do bottle stoppers, cutting boards, and bowls. And then I'm going to have my big projects like kitchen renovations and that kind of stuff, because my shop is set up to be able to do full cabinetry. So that's one thing I eventually want to get to. But that takes time. It really does. You know what? And that's something that I want to look into. I'm actually working with somebody, possibly on a project right now. I need to get the pricing together. And if it works out, then you guys will probably be seeing a somewhat of a collaboration video of somebody that's going to be doing work for me, hopefully as a not per se a business partner, but somebody that I can partner up with to do projects as kind of like a third-party vendor kind of thing. So, and yeah, things that are monogrammed and personalized, inlaid, people pay big money for that. I mean, right now, cutting boards are ridiculous. I'm sitting on almost $1,000 in wood stock in the basement that I'm going to cut up and batch out a crap ton of cutting boards. And then I need to get a website together and a retail site to be able to sell them. So actually, there's a few people on here that actually, there's one person on here that has one of my cutting boards right now. So I love making cutting boards. It's just fun to me to see raw wood come together as one. I enjoy it. So, but yeah, keychains and personalized products, they're going to be some of the big things that I want to get into. Unfortunately, now that I put all the big machinery in my basement, I don't have room to be able to do like a CNC router or anything like that. But I am looking to possibly, if I can get, if I can start building orders, I want to be able to get a Glowforge so I can start doing like laser work for, like my bowls and stuff like that. I can start basically burning my signature into everything and be able to burn people's whatever into them. They are selling the hell out of those wooden American flags on Facebook. You know what? They are, and that, I mean, I don't want to say that I don't want to get into that field, but I think that's one of those fields, kind of like epoxy river tables. They're going to be coming to an end very shortly, I think. Just like last year, the big thing was cornhole. And now all of a sudden it's like, you know, who buys a cornhole thing anymore? If I was going to be doing stuff like that, I would want to start making shuffleboard tables. Look who's here.
Oh, hi, Jack. What are you guys talking about other than cornhole?
We're talking about my business plan.
Okay, that's nice.
What? And, you know, where I want to go. Oh, look, there's Des, too. Oh, yeah, he was up there.
What's up, people?
And Chad's here, and who else is here? Mr. No-No. Okay. You know what? Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so hungry. Can eat my arm off.
Yeah, I'm hungry too. What are we gonna eat?
Prime rib.
No, it takes 4 hours. No, oh no, wait. It actually takes 7 hours because
Worth waiting for.
we won't be eating till 3 o'clock in the morning.
So we'll have a snack.
No, I'm gonna make it tomorrow because we need to take it out. It needs to come to room temperature. Needs to cook for a half hour and then rest for 2 hours. Yes,
I want to hear it.
I do. You could make personalized necklaces and bracelets with wood also.
Sure.
Big target market with wood. Yeah, there are. And the good thing is with my lathe, I can turn wooden bracelets and rings all day long. And I could really batch out a bunch of them, and it would be good. How many subscribers do you need to do a super chat? Is it 1,000? Yes, it is, Jack. It definitely is. And I am about 167 people short.
That's it?
Yes.
Oh, that. Almost fell.
My subscriber count started going up once I started posting videos again.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, people actually want to see what you do, you know, when you do it. So, but yeah, I'm almost there. I'm getting there. So.
What's new with the people?
Des found out what his problem was. He has sleep apnea.
Well, that sucks.
It does.
I hope you're getting that treated, dude. You sleep a lot better that way.
Oh, thank you, Jack.
Thanks.
You don't have to, though. I mean, it's great. You've done a lot for us already, and trust me, we appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it.
But some Taco Bell wouldn't hurt, you know what I'm saying? Wait.
Actually, guys, be careful. There is a big recall on beef products right now, and they are stamped by the FDA. I believe it's with 778. They have salmonella.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Just cook it a lot.
No, it's like steaks, ground beef.
Yeah, just cook it a lot. Oh wait, you eat yours raw.
Yeah, exactly.
Just kidding. Don't cook beef a lot. That's gross.
Yeah, that cook it till it's warm. Recall on soft tacos. That's what they told Gear. Yeah, they did. Yeah, I heard that one.
Oh my gosh, I can't talk about food anymore. You're gonna hear my stomach in just a second.
I'm surprised you haven't heard mine yet. I think the wooden rings will sell. Yeah, they will. And the best part about it is they're actually, I'm not going to say they're kind of easy, but it's one of them things that if you put a day in, you could have a lot. The only problem is sizing.
You'd have to buy one of those sizers.
Yeah, sizing them, it's like you make them all to like a, like a rough size, like to where you can make 3, 4s, and 5s, and then 5, 6s, and 7s, 7s, 8s, and 9s. And then when people order them, you put them back on a pin chuck, and then basically sand them to the proper size.
What is this?
I don't know.
Careful. Don't punch the table.
No.
Labor Bay.
What about prosthetics? See, I'm not going to go there.
Are you going to make a wooden wood, hun?
Yes. Hey, Eddie, how are you, sir? How you doing? Because 7, 8, 9, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, welcome, Eddie. Because 7, 8, 9, honey.
It always does.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, who is the no sign or the band sign or the... Who are you?
I got some really bad news today.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Eddie says hey to Jack. You want to wait till after my live?
Yeah. Remember that certain something that I ordered for a certain someone?
Mm-hmm.
They canceled it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It only took them a month to tell us.
Oh, probably longer than that. I've been waiting years for that stupid thing.
It's
anyway.
Jarvis. That's Jarvis.
Oh, hey.
Because I've seen him around a lot.
What up?
And welcome. Eddie says, hey, Brian and Courtney. How are you guys? We're doing pretty good. By the way, what's your guys' topic for this evening's trivia?
Oh, there goes my stomach again.
I like Jarvis, my favorite commentator. Yeah, he's a good guy. So yeah, I guess we got to do something, right? Did you get in touch with a certain someone?
Mm-mm.
Okay, we need to do that like ASAP.
Yeah. Anyway.
Game of Thrones and 70s disco. Well, see, 70s disco, I got you there. Game of Thrones, failure. Nope. Mm-mm. I
know something about a dragon chick with white hair that sleeps with her nephew. That's all I know.
And I know that the last season was very disappointing.
Yes.
Dancing Dragons. It's half and half. Oh, so I got half a chance.
There you go. Unless you're a good guesser.
I don't think you could like randomly guess Game of Thrones stuff.
Sure you can. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Duh.
Catch a dragon by his toe?
Apparently so.
Yes, there you go.
Stop. Just stop. I can't.
Well, when you go, what are we going to have for dinner?
I have refried beans in there.
What do you guys want for dinner?
And I've got tortillas.
Cue music. So you want to have tortillas?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking gitanos.
Oh.
Sounds like a two-step with my wife. That's had one too many glasses of wine. Yes. I had to lock the dogs out. Oh my God, they were tapping around so bad. Have a good evening, everyone. Fixing to go out to eat with the wife. Be safe and bye. See you, Jack. I am so happy you're home, even if it's only for a few weeks. I am so happy.
It's good to see you, dude.
Yes. Thank you very much for stopping in. Eddie says good night, Jack. So, cheesesteaks? Okay.
but I gotta have a snack before then. Seriously, I had sushi for lunch. That feeds no one.
Unless you eat it like me.
Yeah, no, I had 6 pieces. 6 of these.
Oh, no, I normally have like 16.
Dying.
Jarvis says, take care, Jack. See ya. Yeah, so that's kind of what my whole dilemma is right now. I'm trying to calculate what I need to do with my full-time job and what I want to be my full-time job and my part-time job to make them all work. Gear Runner, how you doing, sir? Welcome. Desmond says, night, everyone. See you, Des. So that.
Hi, Des.
So that's kind of my whole thing now. I have a conundrum.
So 2 larges?
Yes.
I gotta go. Bye.
Yes, Ford's #1 fan. There he is, right there. Oh, by the way, Gear, when are you going to do the video on the 137,000 recalls that Honda has for blowing your face off with their airbags? You need to do that one too. You know, I don't read. I just read like captions and look at pictures. So I'm horrible at like doing the news. Eddie says hello to Gear Runner, and Gear Runner says hello to Eddie. So yeah, you know, I don't know, but now I don't know if anybody's read that whole Honda thing yet, but is it? I was going to say, is it the same airbags that everybody else had a problem with? Because if that's the case, I mean, you would think after over 1 million airbag recalls that at some point one of these companies would stop freaking using them. I mean, I know airbags save your life, but I don't know. Let me see if I can look it up real quick to see what it was. I don't know. Let me see if I have cash. No card.
Goodbye.
Bye. Yeah, we need to start an airbag company. I'll make them out of wood. I mean, it can't be any worse than metal shrapnel, right? I mean, just saying. Let's see here. Honda recalls 137,000 SUVs due to sudden airbag deployment. 3 in U.S. were injured. Let's go into this. Breaking news here, people. It's a 2019 CR-V suddenly deployed airbags. Doesn't once again, it's metal burrs in the airbags again. This is getting ridiculous. Let's see. Yes, we need to start an airbag company. 2019 recall on the Ranger. I heard something about that, but I didn't exactly know what it was, so I wasn't going to bring that one up. Doing great, Andy. How are you? Says Eddie. Gear Runner says it will be cold before she gets it back, as slow as Hatsubi is. Well, that's why we're getting it delivered. So pretty good. Eddie, just wish it was Friday. LOL. Yeah, it would be nice to be Friday. I was going to call out of work tomorrow, but I left my paycheck at my job. So now I have to go in and get my paycheck. So I kind of can't go in and say, just here to pick up my check. I'm sick. I'm leaving. Kind of don't work. I know a guy that used to be plant manager, GM, and he said some of their most Gruesome workplace injuries were from airbags being deployed on the assembly line. You know what? And I don't doubt that. If you accidentally put the two wrong wires on, yeah, you're SOL. And people think it's fun that people sit on airbags, but they don't understand the force that airbags come out with. It'll seriously rupture your spine. So just a little tip. Don't do that if you think you're going to be funny, because you could actually kill somebody. That would really suck. Yeah, it would. Could you imagine that, putting in an airbag and then it just slamming you in the face? Really bad burns. Yeah, and that, I think that was another part of that recall, is that the gas that comes out, it was superheated gas and it was burning people. And for some reason, I think that CRV didn't exactly have the best ventilation system. So it was bothering people's respiratory because it wasn't circulating the air properly in the cabin. It took you long enough to get back, Slow Me. They didn't answer their phone right away. So did you get mine with fried mushrooms and onions?
How long have we been together?
I don't know.
I know what you eat on your cheesesteak.
Maybe I want a chicken
You're
cheesesteak.
not getting that.
I guess not, because you already ordered me the other one. You could get me two.
No.
No? Okay.
Not after the total she gave me. Ridiculous.
Yeah, for two of them, it was probably $36.
Plus $5 delivery charge. Who knew that they charged to
So
deliver?
it was 41 for two
Maybe
cheesesteaks.
about 45 plus tax.
What else did you get than cheesesteak? Oh, well, it's like
Two
$1.
cheesesteaks.
It's like $1.50 for every freaking topping there.
Yeah.
But their cheesesteaks are literally this long and like that big around. So yeah.
You eat that whole thing.
Yeah. You eat and you get sick and then your belly hurts and yeah. I guess she dials like she drives the.
Andy, kid you not.
All right, guys. So does anybody have any insight on my idea about going part-time at my job, still doing YouTube, and trying to push into woodworking as a full-time job? Anyone? Any takers? Gear, when she gets her mods on that Subaru, that Roush might be in trouble.
It's already in trouble. He don't know how to drive.
Yeah, right.
That doesn't really do much for
Right.
speed.
Right
No.
there. If it can breathe, it's going to go faster.
Okay.
After a cold air intake, a 72 millimeter turbo, a larger intercooler, and a voided warranty, yeah, that'd be great. Why don't we just put dual turbos on it?
Why not?
Yeah, have them sticking out the hood like Cletus McFarlane. Oh, Cletus McFarlane.
Yeah.
Fleetus. The hell's a Fleetus?
I don't know.
Gear, I already read that. But Gear Runner said, I agree. It might strain my engine trying to pull her back home. LOL. LOL. Afford towing anything?
Thank you.
Dreams can happen, I guess. Very true. Hey, see, you got yourself into this one, Gear. Not only did you talk crap about them, but then you put one on your channel and you said you liked it. Just saying. Yeah. I mean, that's like YouTube suicide.
It's not. That was a Roush. Mustang's a Mustang. Whether it works or not, it's still a Mustang.
He put a Ford truck on his channel. Multiple videos saying that it
I didn't say
wasn't.
nothing about a Ford truck.
That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
not what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nobody cares.
That's what she said.
Hello, John/Amanda.
It's John Schwinger.
Schweiker. Ridiculous. How was lunch
Schwicker.
today? Wait, is it Amanda or John?
Yeah.
You let me know.
Oh, hi there, friends. But who is it really? Yeah, that's what we're asking. What are you talking about?
Never telling.
Never telling. Okay, well, let me just leave something on Facebook and then ask you a question to see if it's Amanda.
Stop it.
But yeah, and I don't know, Gary, that's real touchy. I mean, you seem like you wanted to buy another Ford. I mean, is that going to be in addition to your Tundra? So when it breaks down, you can get your Tundra to go get your Ford? Just asking. He might need a flatbed so he can, with a winch to be able to get that Roush up on it. So when it breaks down the side, Pam can come get him. But you seriously? I don't know. You really like that EcoBoost. You almost looked excited about it. Brian is going to give Ashley Furniture some competition. Well, I think I probably could. I probably could. Yeah. John loves cars. Okay, so I'm guessing it's not John. Hello, Amanda. How are you? Gear Runner says the Roush can't break down in my driveway. It can get dirty though. That thing's really dirty. But I will tell you, when it gets pollen on it, it looks iridescent with that blue and green together. Good. How are you? I'm doing all right. I'm giving Gear Runner a hard time. I'm trying to decide if I want to quit my job. I am happy I'm getting cheesesteaks for dinner. So yeah, I guess things are going pretty good. I wash it one day and pollen takes over the next. Now, Gear, maybe you need to get an air compressor so you can just blow all the pollen off so you don't actually physically need to touch it anymore. Have you thought about that one? Just saying, it could be easy. I mean, Rob has an air compressor. So, I mean, you have to have one. All big YouTubers have air compressors. We never use them for the proper thing, though. Just pointing that out. Quit and make bowls. All the bowls. Gear Runner must live in New Jersey. No, he doesn't. He lives in Tennessee. Be careful, Gear. Fords might start spontaneously combusting. Or maybe they might start sponsoring you. Then you'd have to put them on your channel. Wouldn't that suck? Gear says they probably will. Our pollen is the worst. Yeah, Gears is... actually, I think the whole East Coast sucks right now. And Gear said, yeah, that would suck if he got sponsored by Ford. Happy birthday to Courtney. What?
Okay, Amanda, thank you.
Yeah, Samsonite.
Yeah. It's so ridiculous. It's Memorial Day. It's not my birthday.
Yeah, exactly.
But seriously, how's lunch?
Yeah, how was lunch?
I need to know.
I guess I should know something about lunch. On the irony, can you say forced? Yeah. My calendar says it was. Lunch was great. Had dumplings.
Nice.
Your calendar says it's Courtney's birthday?
It did.
Your Courtney is Memorial Day. Your birthday is Memorial Day? Nope.
Nope.
Come on, Gary, you know when her birthday is.
Seriously, Gary, it's right next to yours. Come on.
Yeah, I was going to say.
With it.
String Bean, hello. How are you? John says yes. Your calendar lied to you. It's 7/7.
Amanda's birthday is right next to yours.
Yeah, she's what, like the 24th? 20th. String Bean says pretty good, pretty good. Gear says that's what I was thinking. Yeah, 7/7. It's real easy to remember.
Subi takeover at Atco. Holler.
Yeah, when is that?
7/7.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have to get tickets for that?
No. Oh, are you going?
Sure, why not?
Well, whatever.
Maybe,
I don't want you to be miserable, you know.
maybe I'll race an STI in my truck.
Doubtful.
Well, we already know it beats a premium,
I don't have a premium.
a limited. Don't say no.
Yeah, it beat it once.
We
You
raced
cannot
twice.
call yourself a champion if you beat me half the time.
When a 7,000-pound truck beats a 1,900-pound car, yeah, it does. Especially when yours is a turbo Boxster engine.
I had the heater on.
The heater doesn't affect it, by
Yeah,
the
it
way.
does.
It's the air conditioner.
Oh, well, that's what I meant.
Yep. Oh, guys, I don't know what I'm going to do with her.
Stop racing me.
Jarvis says, have a great night, guys. Got to go get burgers on the grill. Oh, that sounds great. I need to buy a grill, but I'm building a whole outside kitchen, so I can't buy the grill until I build that. Wife loses grill before my wife loses her voice and becomes physical. Okay, well, you go ahead and take care of that because I don't want to be an accessory. I don't want you to mention it on here. So, have a nice night. Thank you for stopping in. Shringbean says, I am mad at another YouTuber right now.
Get out your feelings.
I was going to say, why'd she kick you off her stream this time? Gear Runner says, if we ever race, I'll make sure that the heater's off. LMAO.
Shut up.
Yeah. Maybe next time I'll put my air conditioner on.
Shut up.
Actually, my truck is a dog now. I have an extra like 600 pounds in tires on that thing. Yeah, it's a dog now. Until I get a tuner.
Oh, you're getting a tuner, are you?
No, actually, I'm not getting a tuner.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. But you're getting that after your warranty's over, right?
Yeah, we'll see. I guess I'm just going to have to drive it a lot more. Like, no. You want to take your truck this weekend? No, we're taking my car.
No, we'll be taking two cars because I can't sit in your car that long to go anywhere.
Such a crybaby.
Yes, I am. I need my recliner to be able to drive around in. Did you really just close the lid and...
I told myself I was done, and then I said, no, I'm not done. I'm still...
She just closed the lid on the dip, took out a handful of pretzels, and then said, oh, crap. Yes. Let's see. Stringbean says that he's still mad at another one. Yes. So who were you mad at this time?
And why?
Actually, if you're mad at them, did they have a legitimate reason to do something to make you mad at them? I'm just saying. Did he get on and like, no, I'm good. Did he like start putting up, I don't know, links in somebody's chat and they're like, nope, get out of here?
I don't know anybody like that.
There's a lot of people that do not like links or anything in their channel.
Really? Huh. Weird.
Gear says, spill the beans, LMAO. Yeah, spill the beans, beans. We want to know who did this. Who would do such a thing to make Mr. Bean so mad?
This is really good. Or I'm just really hungry.
Who's waiting for the cheesesteaks, by the way?
You know they ain't sitting here in like 5 seconds.
Sorry, guys. That was probably really loud for you, but this fly is annoying the crap out of me. I actually think I got it. Or maybe I'm just kidding myself.
All right, this is it.
So, Richard, who is it? Yeah, I am, Gear. A guy that don't want me to talk to my friend Lily on IG because I peed them off and being mean to her and telling her she smells like cat's pee. Well, guess what? That's probably a real good reason for somebody to be mad at you, because you should probably not do that. And yeah, Just be careful there, Richard, because you seem to be having a pattern here. You're becoming a habitual offender on a lot of people's streams. I think this Lily is bad for you. But yeah, Gear, I'm not actually, I'm thinking about kind of like doing a merge, if that makes sense. I'm considering going down to 3 or 4 days a week. Worst part is still working close to my 40 hours. But that will, you know, free me up 3, 4 days a week to be able to do my other things. Edit for YouTube, be able to get my channel going. Getting my channel going will work good for when I come up with a brand name to start with my branding. And then once I get my branding up and running, then I will have the business that I can link to my YouTube, and then we can move it on. So that's my thought. What do you think? String Bean says, I have the girls back. Okay. Have you met this girl face to face, Richard? The girl Rach is the bad one? Yeah, you seem to be having a lot of problems with the girls there, Richard. You're the only person I know that can have problems with girls that you never met. Just saying. You got a lot of female stress for not being involved, per se. Just pointing it out. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at pitching to my boss is I'll still work like 35 hours a week and do it over like 3 days, like maybe 3 12-hour days. And then that way it gives me Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to work my other job. Because once I start accepting larger orders, I'm going to have to quit. Or just work there kind of like per diem kind of thing. The girl Lily is nice to me. That's what Richard says.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
It's always nice being nice to people.
You have a handful of something different now.
Fritos. Wow. They said hi to me when I was putting the pretzels away. What do you want me to be, like a snob?
Yeah.
Here go Amanda sent me.
Hey, I'm on the big TV. Yay. Woohoo! Actually, Gear was last night.
Yes, it was.
I look good over a fireplace.
Says no one ever.
Yeah, exactly. Lily lives in Memphis, Tennessee, but that doesn't mean that you've actually met her yet. So, Gear, does that sound like a plan if my boss will go for it? Because honestly, at this point, I think whatever I decide, I think my boss will be okay with. I mean, I've been there for 13 years. And if I tell him, all right, Gear likes that plan. So, you know, if I tell him, listen, I'm having a slow day, you know, I'll come into work, I don't think I'll have a problem. Either that or I'll just tell him, listen, I'll clock in for 40 hours a week, but I'll just do it at my leisure whenever I want to come in. And I keep my key, and he'll probably say yes. Sound about right? Yeah. So, which, by the way, they had a meeting today.
Oh, did they?
They had, the other job had a meeting about me.
They're ridiculous. They have zero idea what they're doing.
That meeting that they had about me was telling everybody that I was right and they need to stop being a baby. And
No way.
yeah, no way I could be right. Okay. But carrying on.
That's just ridiculous. They're ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even bother talking to them when I go in there.
Yeah, I don't even like you going in there anymore.
Yeah.
They look at you in all kinds of ways. Lily was gifted a Real Estate Whisperer cup from Vince over 2 years ago. That long ago? Wow.
Yeah, I've been on YouTube that long. No, it's been a little over a year.
Yeah, because I started in what, November?
Technically.
Yeah, so I think I'm Well, actually, Gear, when did you start? Because I started shortly after you.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I gotta go wait for the food. It's very important that I don't miss it.
Yes, because they'll drive away and probably eat it and not give us back our money. Yeah. String bean started in 2013. Well, you see, if you look at mine, it says I started back in like 2010 or something, but that's not when I started posting. 2017 was Gear Runner. So yeah, I think I was right before you. I think I started in like October or November of 2017. So yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I could probably just go in and see, check my first video, or I could probably just check my analytics. Yeah, I forgot when I started. I want to say it was in like November or something. String Bean has 422 followers. You're doing good there. You're catching up to me. Well, let's see. When was... I'm sure one of my most... Well, my egg video is doing good. I'm over 300,000 on that one, guys. Yeah, I don't know when I started. Yeah, I can't find it. I'll have to look that up because now I want to know. Gear Runner says, congratulations. Yeah, I'm very happy with that video. It's still going up about probably almost 1,000 a day. How is yours? You have one that's like 400,000 now, like 370,000, isn't it? Then you have a couple other ones that are like 278,000, 250. You're doing pretty good with them. You have a few good ones out there. I can't tell Lily's real name because I made a promise to her. I didn't need to know her real name. No, but mine are like 278 and 250 or so. Yeah, you had a few of them that were really up there. You know, you're definitely doing good. You need to keep posting them Ford videos. I hate to say it, but it's all them Ford videos. And did you do a 1-year review of your Tundra? I think you, I want to say you did. I don't know. There's so many Tundra and Tacoma videos around. I get confused who did what. But you would think that I would know. That 250K one was while I was monetized. It made me so jacked. You did do a 1-year. Yeah, that would have probably been a few months back, right? I thought I seen it, but I'm like, that was right about the time when you were doing more of your Ford videos, right? Yeah, I thought I remembered that. Yeah. So. Be careful if you are in the Funko community on YouTube because there's a lot of drama and the guy that goes around bullying people. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that with me. So, all right, guys. I've been on here about 1 hour and 10 minutes. Dinner should be here probably in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to go get ready for that. I'm going to start editing videos so I can put something up this week. And hopefully I'll be able to, schedule a couple of them out, like, because I have a few of them shot, but you know, I've just been really slacking on that, honestly. And that sounds like dinner. Gear Runner says Funko, bullying, LMAO. Yeah, exactly. You're getting bullied over toys. You might want to, you know, rethink your life if you're bullying people over toys. So guys, have a nice night. I'll see you guys next time. And, you know, like I said, hopefully next week I'll have a better idea of just, you know, what my plan is. So guys, have a nice night. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. And guys, you know, have a wonderful holiday weekend and try to have some fun. So I'll see you on the next one, guys, and have fun.